welcome to our channel, Stamping Through Life. I'm Crystal.
And I'm Cadmiel.
And we are just your average, everyday travelers. We love traveling and seeing the world, resorts, cruises, Airbnbs, right, babe?
Yep, Airbnbs.
Yeah, but we're just like your everyday, average traveler. We're not the strongest swimmers. We're not jumping off of cliffs. But we just want to help give you our tricks and tips for just traveling around the world within your means. So if that sounds like you, we just want you to hit that notification bell and subscribe.
Yes.
Alright, so let's get into the video. So today we want to talk about, so far we've seen our first two vlogs, which is our trip to Jamaica that we went recently for, for our honeymoon, because we got married twice because of the pandemic.
So nice, I did it twice.
No. The dad jokes have begun. Anyhow, so these are our top 10 things that we loved and hated about the Hyatt Zilara Resort in Jamaica, which you can find in Montego Bay. So let's start with the first thing. So the first thing that we loved, or well, I should more say I loved, was the airport lounge. Now, the reason why I said I love the airport lounge was because I've gone to other resorts before, and if you know, when you kind of get off the plane, go through customs, you're going outside, you're looking for the driver for the transportation that you booked, and usually sometimes it's like a sea of people and you're just searching and things like that. And I know this was, Camille, this was your first time.
First time in Jamaica.
Yeah.
First time in the lounge. A lot of firsts on this trip.
Yeah, first time pretty much traveling outside of the US.
Yeah, first time.
So, I was so excited. I was telling him that there was a lounge specifically for the Hyatt Zilara and Ziva. So you go through customs, you come through, there's a beautiful lounge, they welcome you in, you fill out your paperwork, your COVID information, they check your reservations, there's no hunting down a driver, they have your bags set on the side, and then when all that's said and done, you come out, they take your bags right to your car, and that's it.
And also, I had to mention, on the van, it's only me and her, like both of us on the van, so it was empty, both of us quiet, nobody else on this, so it was a cool trip.
Yeah.
So you were safe. You know, during COVID, people were worried and all that, but we were safe and
safe, comfortable, clean.
Mm-hmm.
I think this brings us to, though, our first thing that we hated, and that would be the price of transportation to and from the airport. I'll let you take it from here.
It was $39. Was it each? I believe it was.
Yeah,
I believe
each
it was
round
each.
trip.
But the drive was like a 7-minute drive from the airport. So $39 for a 7-minute drive, it felt a little like expensive.
Yeah, I probably paid less than that with my girlfriends to go to a resort that was like further in the grill. And on top of that, the van was clean.
But it was a little old.
It was a little old, a little rust.
1997 van.
If you're from New York, you definitely know like the dollar van. that's the vibe it was giving us. So.
But the driver was cool. He was cool. He was
very cool, very
nice,
friendly.
Yeah.
So just to know that, just to go a couple of minutes from, like, it's one of the closest resorts to the airport. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely, probably if you can book your own transportation. Yes. Okay, so moving right along, that brings us to, I have notes right here. That brings us to the second thing that we loved about the Hyatt Zilara, and that would be the resort layout. So the thing that I loved about the resort layout was that we got a, what kind of ocean?
Oh, ocean view.
Ocean view room, which means that, like, it's not the front, but if you go on the balcony and you turn, you see the view.
The ocean, yeah.
We were on the Zilara side, which is the adults only side, which we definitely love because, you know, there's no little kids running around. There's a pool in the center. It's beautiful. We love that there were golf carts that could take us like to and from if you wanted to go to the other side, or walking is an issue for you. The landscaping, the grounds are just so clean, immaculate. It was just a really beautiful overall design. Like, as soon as you step there, you're like, wow. Even just the lobby walking in.
The palm trees. They had like palm trees, like really tall palm trees. The one you see in California.
Yeah.
They had like they all like unison in one straight line. As soon as you walked in the lobby, it's beautiful. One of the most beautiful like lobbies I've ever been to. So it was well, my first trip, but I've been to trips in the U.S. and I've been around.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. It was nice. It was
nice. Overall, we love the layout. We love the layout of the resort. Okay, but that brings us to number 2 about what we hated about the resort. Or I should say hate, that's such a strong word.
Yeah,
but what we strongly disliked, and I would probably say that was the room design. So, in my opinion, I've been to a couple other resorts, like in Mexico, other ones in DR, Jamaica, things like that. And this room just did not scream Jamaica when I walked in. It felt like, what you said, the typical hotel room.
Hotel room.
Yeah, very neutral, plain. I would say a lot of tropical artwork on the walls. And I've been at some budget-friendly resorts where sometimes you can have like a jacuzzi tub on your balcony, or at least like a standing tub. But you know, you just had your classic bathroom. The shower was separated, which was cool. We did like that everything was like COVID sealed, which was
they
nice.
Had it sealed, that they just cleaned it and everything.
Some basic lounging chairs on the balcony.
Oh yeah.
You know, the bed was comfortable.
But nothing special. Especially for the price that,
I think that's the main thing. For like the price that we saw for that resort, which we wanted to kind of splurge a little bit versus other resorts, it wasn't giving what it was supposed to give.
Yes.
That's the best way I can sum it up. But then that brings us back onto the third thing that we loved about the resort, and that was the quality of service.
Service was amazing. The people were friendly, the workers. When we walked in, like we said earlier, they gave us a cocktail, like a welcome cocktail. They had, I think that same morning or the morning after, they give you a tour of the property. So like what would you call that? Like when they give you a tour of the property.
I think it was the same time they were bringing us to our room.
Oh, so like the same day they tell you everything, like where everything is, the layout of the hotel and the resort, and everything like that. The workers were really kind, really friendly. They helped us in everything we needed. Any questions we had, they would answer it.
They just love to socialize, talk with you, give you tips. You just have to act, just be really open and friendly. They're very nice.
I'll tell you this about Jamaican people. Jamaican people are one of the friendliest people I ever came across. I'm telling you right now, like, they are extremely friendly and helpful.
Chill, friendly, sweet, kind. We really loved the quality of service. Even like one night we were being greedy, we were in bed and we ordered room service.
Oh, and we fell asleep.
And they were so kind because they came to our door, they brought it, we didn't answer. And then still someone came back, called on the phone for us to let us know. And the person came back and dropped off the food. I felt so bad, but it was just, that's how I mean, like they go above and beyond. It's the best thing, I would say.
And also, it's very, very serious right now what I'm saying. Also is that tips. Now tips go a long way, right? Tips, but to me, what I experienced, I think they rather a review. I won't say rather, but a review
is just as important.
Like on TripAdvisor, is just as important as tips, because they requested your review more so than a tip. Even if you offer to tip, they're like, okay, leave a review on TripAdvisor.
Specifically stating their name.
Their name and the service that you receive.
Yeah.
Because that also went a long way as well.
Definitely.
So keep that in mind.
And then that would bring us to the third thing that I won't say that I hated, that my husband here didn't really care for. And that was for the fact that they charge for coconuts. Now before he goes on a rant about these stinking coconuts.
I didn't say I was going on a rant.
Well, he went on a rant the whole vacation, okay? I just want to say that, listen, I'm from New York. He's born and bred from Trinidad, okay? That's not my experience. So when I go on vacation, I don't mind if I gotta pay for the coconuts or some mangoes or something, because I don't get to have that here all the time, like freshly cut. Let's go to Brooklyn, freshly cut coconuts. So when I got there, they charged $5. It was a little bit of a shock because at previous resorts I've gone to, you know, there's a guy coming around with a wheelbarrow with ice cold coconuts. They cut it open for you. You have some jerk chicken, some rice, and you have a good time. Here at the resort, they were charging $5. Go ahead.
Now think about this, right? Coming from where I came from, right? Now, coconuts are free. If you go to a resort and you walking and there's coconut trees right on the side of you, this high, it's like your height, like 5 feet tall, right? And it's bearing fruit, right?
5 feet.
It's like,
I'm 5 feet tall.
6 feet. Like 6 feet tall, right? And it's bearing fruit right there. You can just go and pick it, like pick the coconut, you know? But they selling that same coconut for $5. And I refused to spend $5 for a coconut.
So what did you do? You made me pay.
Yeah, she paid for it. I had some of hers, but you know, my money's her money anyway, so I don't think I actually won. But yeah. Rice
and peas, and you can just sit by the pool and just with a nice, beautiful cocktail and just enjoy yourself. And we did that about
like every
single day.
We did it so often that we ate that for lunch, and by the time dinner time, we were full.
Yeah.
Like, we had lunch like around 1.
We kind of went back a couple of times.
It was that good.
Breakfast was good too. You can have, we love when we go to a country to really experience like the cuisine there.
Authentic.
And I'm half Jamaican, you know, so I wanted my ackee and saltfish. You get your rundown.
Hers tastes better, by the way, but that's a different story. But hers tastes better.
It was a little lacking at the resort, but that's alright. You get your festival, your kalaloo, just, you know, anything that you could think of. For dinner, we got oxtail,
escovitch fish.
Oh, this like curry pumpkin soup. That was so good. What'd you get the last night? I know I got the escovitch fish, but you got the curry goat.
Was it curry goat? The oxtail, something.
You got the curry goat.
Yeah,
you did oxtail the first time. So, and then every night before I went to bed, I went to the coffee shop. I'm a little caffeine sensitive, so I got myself some Milo.
She loves a Milo.
Every night, a nice hot cup of Milo. And
if you know, you know. Milo.
And then, you know, you take yourself right on to bed. So the food, A+.
Yeah.
I am a foodie. You're going to see food on this channel. So if you are someone who loves good food, Hyatt Zilara, you can't go wrong.
Food was amazing. It was good.
You can't go wrong. The fourth thing that we hated or disliked about Hyatt Zilara, and that would be the evening entertainment.
Oh, yeah. Evening entertainment.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that we hated it, but I think once again, this kind of goes back to, like, I've gone to a couple other resorts, so I just have, like, mixed opinions on it. There were some nights, like, what nights did you really enjoy?
The guy with the fire, the steel pan.
The steel pan.
I think that's the same night with the guy with the fire. Right?
Oh, yes.
Like
that was probably a really exciting night.
Yeah, they were jamming on them steel pans. Like, that was good. That night was good.
That was fun with the fire. There was the guy that was, like, stepping on the glass.
Oh, yeah, no, that was crazy. You know, that was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Like,
There's some nights they have people just out there singing, playing some jazzy music, but I just know when I've gone to a couple other resorts, I've seen, like, them doing some aerial acrobatic stuff in the air sometimes, and this is in Jamaica, like more like by Negril side. Also, like, I've just seen like a full-on like musicals and things like that. Or just a little more. I mean, they did bring me up on the stage, but
they did.
Yeah.
And they did the magic show too.
Did you like the magic show? Because I had to pull him and drag him to it.
It was cool.
Then you guys ended up being called on the stage.
They called me. I knew they always call me, so I knew it. I knew they would call me.
Yeah.
And they always call me on stage for some reason. I don't know why.
But I say evening entertainment was like a B-. So.
Yeah, B. So the fifth thing that I liked about the Hyatt Zilara is the COVID protocol.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They have like a suite that you go to that you make an appointment. I think the day when you arrived, we made the appointment.
Yep.
And we took the test like the day before we left the park.
Yeah, so like when you get there, you'll like call on the phone, I think make the appointment pretty much like he said, the day before you're leaving. And then the day of your appointment, you just take the elevator up. It's like a private wing that they almost have.
Suite. It's beautiful. It looks nice. Safe.
It's like, you get to kind of see almost like what the suite rooms look like. Which
social
really
distancing,
nice. You have your form, you go in, you take your test, and the best part about it is that for the results, what happens?
You give the email, so you just give them your email, and they will email you the results. It's really fast, like within a couple hours.
And then you're good to go.
Hour or so, you get it, and you're good to go.
Yeah, you pretty much. I think we was chilling by the pool, eating jerk chicken, and then we got our results. We're good to go back home.
And also, it's free. You don't have to pay.
Oh yes, and it takes the headache out of traveling because you don't have to pay. You don't have to worry about finding someplace. You do it right there, and it's complimentary through the resort. So we absolutely love that. And all the protocols, all the staff had masks on. Anything that you opened was sealed. If you wanted things in your mini fridge, it was cleaned out so you could order stuff for your mini fridge, which I love because you get like Coke and Dorito chips. And
those Doritos are different.
Doritos slap it.
They taste good. Like they're regular Doritos.
So those
Jamaican Doritos are different.
That's not like the same thing, but it is sweeter, I would say. And then our fifth and final thing that we really strongly disliked about Hyatt Zilara were the drinks are kind of weak. And I'm gonna be honest, for a very expensive resort. A pricier resort, I would say, compared to others. The drinks were not.
It was like drinking juice, drinking punch.
And I'm a lightweight.
Yeah,
very light.
Unless you tip.
Yeah.
Now, if you tip,
that's the tip. The tip is to tip.
The tip is the tip. Because if you don't tip, you'll be awake for a long time.
Sipping a bunch of Bob Marleys that are E.
Drinking a bunch of carbs and sugars for no reason. That's basically what you're doing. Like,
And since you guys stuck out to end, Thank you so much for watching our channel. Please hit the subscribe button, support our channel. Let us know that you really want to know more about the places that we're going to and you're kind of interested in our content, because we want to know more about what you guys are interested in. And so that we have a bonus. And our bonus is our #1 thing that we loved and our #1 thing that we hated about the Hyatt Zilara. So the #1 thing that we loved, drum roll please. It was the pool entertainment.
Oh yeah, that was good. That was amazing. Woo-wee.
Okay. No, I was saying like,
no, it was good. Every day at the pool felt like a party.
It was a party.
The music, the workers, the staff, like they were amazing.
Amazing.
A lot of games and entertainment. Like
it forced you to. We're introverts.
Yes.
Like we may seem extroverted in front of the camera. I also used to do YouTube a long time on another channel. So like I'm comfortable, but we are introverts. We are shy, but you know we're hermit crabs to ourselves. But at the pool, when the drinks are flowing, all the people are there, you're dancing to some reggae, you're dancing to some dance hall, you're playing games, like, you just come out your shell, you mix and mingle. We met another couple there who was our age, they just got married
really
too.
Cool, I forgot their name, but yeah, they were really cool.
The staff there was amazing, you win prizes, I think you could turn it in for something, I don't know.
Hyatt dollars.
Hyatt dollars, right? But it was just, I ain't have to say, entertainment and food, A+ for entertainment at the pool. And the food, A+ for Hyatt Zilara.
And I won the push-up competition. They cheated me, but that's a different story for another day.
I'm just going to be your Bonnie and just ride with you on that last statement. But okay. And then the #1 thing that we overall strongly disliked was the prices and the fees for booking excursions through this resort. Now I will say this, I'm gonna give a little grace. Maybe it's because of COVID why the prices just seemed a little crazy for this resort. Like I just did not understand, because I've been to Jamaica a couple of times and other places, and I'm like, this is like $3 or $4 signs just to do something that's not that crazy.
Yeah. And
then, you know, to add insult to injury, if that's the phrase.
While trying to book it, right? While trying to get the
trying to find somebody.
It was hard to find someone, difficult to find someone to book the excursion. Yeah. And then when we finally found someone, she said she don't know what to do. She just works here.
So some backstory is we go to the excursion desk, nobody's there. Finally track down the lady, and the lady's like, okay, how can I help you book? And she's like, to be honest with you guys, it's not even my job.
Like, I just work here.
I just work here. So we're like, okay, but we don't be in Jamaica for a couple of days, so what do we do, lady? So they told us to get on the golf cart, and they took us to the Ziva side, which is the children's only side. And from there, we found somebody. The book had limited options. Maybe things were a little bit more in shutdown. The prices were kind of crazy, so we just booked one thing just to get off the resort and do something different. So that's our tips and tricks, and thank you so much for making it to the end of our video. We really appreciate you guys stopping by our channel and supporting. We're super excited to just share with you all the upcoming trips that we have booked for the next couple of months. So why don't you subscribe, hit the notification bell like we said before, and see where we'll be stamping through next. Thanks for stopping by, guys, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Catch y'all later.
All right, bye.
Bye.